What up, YouTube? We are back for another video, and I see that a lot of people in my comments, because I just filmed that short on journaling, a lot of people in my comments, they've been struggling with their prayer life. It's been stagnant. People have been, they've been having hard time connecting with God, and I get that. I completely have been there, because in the Bible, well, not in the Bible necessarily, but when you're first starting your walk with Christ, you don't really get taught on how to pray correctly. Okay, so I'm going to teach you step by step how I pray, how I feel the presence of the Lord, and how you can do the same. So the basics of prayer, all right, you need to put yourself in the presence of God. I know it teaches that we're always in the presence of God, but you genuinely have to believe that. You genuinely have to believe God is with you everywhere. And fun fact about that, when you start to believe God is here right now, God is with me when I'm driving, God is with me when I'm work, God is with me when I'm showering, pause, but God is with me everywhere, that's when you'll start to sin less, because when you feel as though He's not there, you're going to feel, and you feel as though He's not watching, that's when you're more likely to sin. But when you start to feel the presence of God, and you can get there in a multitude of ways. Alright, one way is by sitting quiet in a silent room. Alright, it talks about this a lot. You know, when Jesus went up on the hill, He was in solitude there. And you have to do the same when you're praying. Alright, I can't realistically pray when I'm at a birthday party. Yeah, I can say a simple thing, but I'm most likely not going to feel the presence of God, because when there's so many distractions around. Little kids running around here and there, singing happy birthday, people eating pizza everywhere, stuff like that. Alright, so sit in a silent room and get in the presence of God. Genuinely feel that He's there. Cut out all distractions. Maybe put on headphones and play some worship music or just peaceful music. Another tip I could give you is going on a walk with God. I typically like to do these at night, Saturday night, just recharge, go over what happened last week, and then follow up on what my plans are for this week. So for example, for me, this week I had plans to sit down with my friend, and we are going to talk about new ventures for my YouTube. And I have plans to go over business calls for my personal business, and then just go over what I have to do in my work. Alright, go on a walk with God. Obviously don't do it in New York City. You're most likely not going to feel the presence there. But if you go around a quiet neighborhood at night or in the morning, you're going to feel Him, and you're genuinely going to feel the presence with Him. So those are 2 tips of advice I have for you on feeling the presence of God. And then number 3 is the most important. It's feeling obedient. Alright, oftentimes when I was struggling with a multitude of sins, whether it be lust, drinking, drugs, whatever the case may be, I feel distant from God. Alright, and it talks about it a lot in Psalms and in Proverbs, that when you're obedient, God will start to work in your favor, and you will start to feel Him more. Alright, oftentimes when I'm on fire for Jesus Christ, it's genuinely because I'm doing the right things. Now, I'm not here to preach prosperity gospel, because I don't believe in that bullcrap, but when you are obedient with Him, when you are genuinely getting in your word, praying, doing the right things, working on your purpose, and if you need help working on your purpose, click the link in the description or message me on Instagram. I'd be glad to help. But when you are being obedient with Him and working on the right things, you're going to feel Him more, because you're on that fire for Him. You're not indulging in sins and things that are pulling you away from God. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for today's video. If you need help, like I said, message me on Instagram. I've talked to a lot of you on there. We've had a lot of cool conversations, and I'm genuinely interested in growing the faith, and I hope you guys are as well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. But yeah, guys, love you. Have a great day.